Hi guys, I'm Ember. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. So I'm super excited today to announce the Pick a Card collaboration I have with the Rococo Empress. We're doing all about your soulmate readings. So her video will be about how you meet your soulmate, what they look like, what they are like. And my video today will be all about your relationship with your soulmate. So we have three piles. This is pile 1, courage. This is pile 2, fulfillment, and this is pile 3, the visionary. So for pile 1, we have courage. I'll show you guys a little bit closer. It also says waxing gibbous for the moon. We have pile 2, full moon, fulfillment. And pile 3, we have Aquarius, the visionary. So take your time, go to whatever one you feel intuitively called to. The links to the piles will be in my description box as well. And I will see you guys on the other side. Hi, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at all about your relationship with your soulmate. So your cards are totality, waxing gibbous, courage. We have the heart, the hero. We have 2, schizophrenia. We have 30, the garden and the gate. We have spirit guardian of winter retreat. 25, metamorphosis. 6, mountain. Daffodil fairy, new beginnings. 45, man holding a heart. Okay. So when I was sitting with this, I feel like some of you are in this soulmate relationship right now. I feel like this relationship, a lot of you could be in separation. Some of you could be just meeting this person, but I feel like a lot of you already know who this person is, and you are in a deep separation with this person right now. And I feel like for this relationship, separation is meant to bring about metamorphosis and healing. And it's meant to create healing within yourself so that you focus on yourself, so that you give yourself what you need instead of, it's almost like this relationship, right? It's like a mirror of you. You guys are mirrors to each other, and you guys mirror your shadow back at the other one. And so while you're in separation, there may be a lot of miscommunication going on, a lot of fears, there may be a lot of confusion, projections. That's what I'm hearing. But it's meant to bring you closer to your own heart, and it's meant to bring about a major metamorphosis of healing. It really reminds me of like the twin flame journey, and the twin flame journey is about like you meet someone and it's extremely intense. That's what I'm kind of feeling. This intensity of this relationship is extremely intense. You guys go into separation, and then you guys heal. There's always a runner, and there's always a chaser, and there's always a runner, right? And when both parties decide to look at themselves and heal their inner wounds that the other one is bringing out in them while they're in this separation, then after that separation, you can come together. Or it doesn't matter. You don't even need to come together. But what the relationship is meant to do is meant to heal you at such a deep level and bring up a lot of old wounds that need to be healed. And it's going to help you in almost every single area of your life. I feel when I said that you guys might not end up together, I felt like a not happiness about that. And I'm not saying you won't end up together. That's not what this is about. What this is about is you feeling that love for yourself, so that if this works out or not, you don't need it to work out or not, because you have yourself. This relationship is meant to connect you to your own heart. This relationship is meant to connect you to your own love of yourself and your inner authority, your inner worth. And it's meant to connect you to yourself and seeing yourself in a new light and doing the deep inner healing to bring about great change. A lot of these, like for this particular soulmate relationship, it is about great change. This is meant to challenge you. It's meant to help you climb this this is like a mountain, right? Like you have to climb this mountain. This relationship is about climbing this mountain, but this mountain is, it may look like the relationship may be the catalyst of the mountain, right? But you're actually, it's almost like the relationship is something that like drives you to heal. It drives you to look at yourself. It drives you to do the things that you're meant to do. It's like meant to help you in a really beautiful way. And once you start that healing, and the catalyst is that like you want to heal, right? This brings about the want and the drive to heal. And that's why this is so important. It's because if it wasn't so intense, if it wasn't something you wanted so much, you wouldn't look at your healing. You wouldn't look at all the reasons why you're in separation. You wouldn't look at what's going on. I do feel a new beginning coming for some of you. There's this, both parties have to heal, right? Like it can't just be when, like, let's say you're the party that's healing, right? If you heal and the other person doesn't, it just doesn't work. So by you healing, if you're this party that's been healing, it challenges the party that's not healing to heal, to bring their vibration up to your vibration, right? You guys have to meet each other in equality. And if you're the person that needs to heal still and someone else is healing, then you may feel intimidated about their healing, and it may make you feel afraid, but you also have this, your soul has this inner want to meet them where they're at and to give them what they deserve, and that also drives your healing. So whatever party you are in this, I get for most of you, you're the party that is healing and has evolved mostly, but I also get that there's some of you, a small portion of you, that are the people that are like the runners, and that are afraid of this, deeply afraid of this relationship, and deeply want to heal themselves because of this relationship as well. And I feel like a lot of the people that are the runners are starting the journey of looking at healing of themselves. We have this totality in the schizophrenia card, and it's funny because I was looking at this yesterday for myself, and I think it's interesting that it came up for you too. But you see how there's like this person right here. There's this person that's holding on for dear life between these two pillars. And then you see these other people that are doing a similar thing, but they're holding each other up with other people. So the runner in this situation is this person who's like, I don't want to let go. If I let go, I'm going to fall, right? And then the other person who's the more evolved, as in their healing more evolved, and the one that's like working on themselves and has been working on their healing more, is like connected to this other people. The other people are holding them up. And there is this freedom in this card where this card feels really scared and like I don't want to let go, and this control, needing to hold on to control, and this other person who's freely moving, right? And it just shows the difference of these two people in this soulmate relationship. And I think that whatever position you are, it's a hard position to be in, like whether you're the runner or the chaser, whether you're the more healed one or you're the not more healed one, both of you are having a difficult time in this, and it's not meant to be easy, right? Like, but it's also to understand that like this is a very big lesson. These are very big lessons that you're learning. This is a very challenging relationship that you're in, and I don't mean challenging as in like you guys are challenging together as in like fighting. I mean like emotionally challenging each other to grow and to heal and to get to the heart of yourself, to open up to your heart. I really feel for this person over here, this person who doesn't want to let go, the one that wants to hold on to control. I don't want to call them the runner, but it's just like, I'm like, the word it's coming to my head. This person is deeply trying to run from their heart, and now is realizing that they've been running from their heart, maybe running from their heart and using their ego to cope, maybe getting into relationships that aren't connected to the heart, that are more connected to their ego. And this person is starting to looking at their heart and looking at the deep healing that needs to happen within them to access this relationship that is calling to them. Both of you are feeling so deeply called to the other. And there's a lot of love here and a lot of respect is what I'm hearing, respect and compassion and also gratefulness. There is a little bit of anger and irritation over the relationship for both of you. I think both of you are like, this is ridiculous. Like, I just want to let this go, right? But you can't let it go, and there's a reason you can't let it go. The reason you can't let it go is because it's so meant to help you heal, and that, like, if you were supposed to let it go, you would have, but it's definitely challenging you to look at yourself in a whole brand new way. And for this other person over here who's, like, more evolved and more healing, they've been more connected to their heart space. And I think that there's it's almost like there's this pain in their heart space about wanting to heal and feeling like they've healed a lot, but now they're really getting into the deeper levels of healing that this other person's bringing up that they may have not had access to before. The separation is causing this this feeling of like longing and like feeling like they can't have something, and that's deeply connected to their childhood. And so this person is looking at how this person triggers them by being in the separation, and this person's looking at, why can't I have this relationship right now, and why can't I get connected to my heart, and what is blocking me, and why do I not let myself have this beautiful relationship. And this person over here is looking at how to get, even just to get connected to their heart space, to be able to look at the healing that they need to do, to be able to love themselves in a new way, to be able to give themselves the choice of being in a relationship that's extremely emotionally fulfilling. And so it's just really interesting. I feel for both of the people in this relationship right now. And it's interesting because I usually feel like everyone's at different spaces, right? But I'm really overwhelmingly getting like, it's funny because when we talk about soulmate relationships, I'm thinking when I get into this, right? I'm like, okay, people are in a relationship and this is what the relationship is going to be great, right? But sometimes soulmate relationships can be so freaking challenging, and they're meant to be challenging because they're meant to help you heal at such a deep level. And I think both of you have a gratitude for the other for showing them things that they didn't realize. And it's funny because it's not even like you guys are really talking. I feel like most of you are in deep separation of like not even communicating at all, but you guys both feel the other one, and when one shifts, the other shifts, and you may be feeling those shifts. I just think it's really interesting. Neither of you can let go of this relationship, but this is not about beating yourself up for not being able to let this go. You're not able to let it go for a very good reason, and that reason is healing. This person here is meant to learn about letting go. This person's here is about learning about how to love themselves and not needing the other person to love them to be okay. This person over here is learning about how this is connected to their childhood and healing those deep childhood wounds. And this person over here is also learning about what their value is and what they really truly are, what they deserve, and that they deserve a relationship that is going to give them what they need. And whether this person steps up to the plate or not, this person's learning it doesn't really matter, because if they can't step up to the plate, then they will find somebody that can. And that's what this is about, letting go and surrendering to this process, to being patient in this process, to loving themselves through this process, to not giving themselves such a hard time through this process, to figuring out how to find a better relationship if that's what they deserve, if that's what they feel like they deserve, or that's what they're beginning to realize that they deserve, right? And this person is actually teaching them that, right? By not giving them what they deserve, right? Because they can't. And now this person over here is learning about how to get connected to their heart space, looking at how their ego has been really running the show and how their ego is actually hurting them, getting connected to why they feel so unfulfilled and why they can't choose this relationship. This person over here is learning about like their deep inner wounds, and actually just even looking at their deep inner wounds and why their inner wounds are about why they're so afraid of love, why they can't go after what they want, right? This person's looking at the childhood wounds that may have made them feel like love is bad, or that this is too good to be true, right? That's kind of what I'm hearing. This is just too good to be true. This can't be true, right? This person can't be real. They may seem authentic and genuine. This person's learning about trusting in what their intuition's telling them, because having the knowledge, they have the knowledge. They've been through bad relationships. They know what a bad relationship is. They know what it feels like, but they're having this deep worry about trusting this relationship in general, because they're worried about, what if I don't see the things that I saw before? But guess what? No, this person did see those things, and this person learned because they went through that. So then if they let themselves get in a relationship with you, then they're going to be able to learn. They're going to be able to, this is about trusting themselves, and that they have the inner knowing, because they have this book of knowledge of this didn't work and this didn't feel right, and I know what that is because I've experienced it, and I'm not going to let myself not have this relationship because I'm so afraid of that happening again, because I know that I can trust myself. This is about cultivating deep inner trust for the things that they've been through, and that they have the confidence to go about this relationship in a maybe more cautious way, but to actually let themselves go after it, because they have this book of knowledge of experience, and that experience doesn't go away, and they can trust themselves, because there's this deep feeling of like, I'm not good enough, I don't trust myself, I don't know if I can do this, I don't want to go after this and mess this up, what if I lose them, right? Like those are the thoughts I'm hearing, and like they're beginning beginning to look at all the processes that are keeping them from the relationship, and also their past relationships and how those have affected them, and then also the inner wounds of the childhood wounds that are affecting their ability to go after this, right? And why are they so deeply afraid of deep, authentic, genuine love? Wow, it is very complicated, complex, and also very beautiful. Let's get into some tarot. Which ones do I want to use? Tarot, nuit. Okay, I'm gonna use these ones, and let's see what else. What else about this relationship do I need to know, Spirit? Yeah, this relationship for both parties is about the High Priestess, which is about learning knowing your intuition and trusting your intuition and trusting what it feels. This person over here, the person that's more healed, may not even have ever gotten confirmation that this person actually has feelings for them. And yet they know it on a deep intuitive level because they are deeply intuitive and they have known it, but they may have not been trusting that information. And now I felt like they've gotten through this process of realizing, no, I actually am going to trust that this person does have feelings for me. And I'm going to trust all the insights I'm getting, because this person over here knows why this person over here is not coming into the relationship. This person knows what's going on. The High Priestess, they are very deeply intuitive. That may actually scare this person over here. They may be scared of how deeply intuitive this courageous person over here is. There's a courage card and the hero card, so I don't know if I should just call them the courage and the hero. Anything else, Spirit? Oops, something's... Yeah. So we've got Page of Swords in reverse. There's a lack of truth and communication in the relationship, and what I am hoping that this person does over here is get their healing together so that you guys can have this conversation. There needs to be a communication and a conversation that's had between the two of you, because that will bring about deep healing. I just don't think this person is ready yet for that. Whether or not, that's what sucks. It's like, for this person over here, I feel this deep disappointment over the fact that this person won't just talk to them and just have a freaking conversation. But I also can see why this person may not be able to have access to this courage person, because this courage person has now raised their vibration so much that there may be like these protection or boundaries around this courage person that this person is feeling now because of the way they've raised their vibration because of this relationship. And so there may be, I think Spirit is deeply wanting you guys to still stay separated, which I know really sucks to hear, but it's deeply wanting you guys to still stay separated because this person over here will not be ready, even if this person and you have a conversation. This person over here is not ready, and this person's not at your vibration. If I'm talking to the courage person, this person's not at your vibration anymore. And because you've grown, because of you're learning these lessons from this person, which is like it's annoying and like also like good for you if you're this courage person. So like there may be a Spirit may be blocking this person over here from contacting you in a way of like this person feeling really intimidated because they see how much you've grown and they can feel how much you've grown. And also because this person's not, even if this person came in for you guys, if you're the courage person, even if this person came in for you guys, you wouldn't feel like, you would know it wouldn't work. I think you already know that it wouldn't work if they come in at this vibration because they haven't done the healing work, and I think most of you know that. I think this person's at the beginning of it, and it's going to take some time for them to heal, and you're like, I don't want you to come in if you're not ready for me yet, right? And so like while there's this deep feeling of not being satisfied, there's this deep feeling of not being satisfied because the truth is not being laid out, right? It's okay. And it's like you're learning, the courage person's learning about how to be okay with that. And you know what? The hero person is too, because the hero person deeply wants to contact you, right? It's just that they just aren't letting themselves. And also they're just not at the vibration they know they need to be at to meet you. So it's like, even if you had the conversation, it could help. I just think that right now there needs to be deep healing still on this person's part. And for you, if you're the courage person, there just needs to be this deep acceptance and patience of, you don't have to wait for this person. This is not about waiting for this person. This is about having unconditional love for where this person's at and learning about what that is. And then also about moving forward in your life, whether this works out or not, and loving yourself, whether this works out or not, and not being closed off to new relationships, whether or not this person likes that or not, doesn't really matter. I'm sure that I get the feeling the hero person doesn't like it at all, but whatever, it doesn't matter. This is about you and going after what you want for the courage person. Anything else, Spirit? We've got 8 of Pentacles. There is deep work happening between you two. Whether whether you realize it or not, you both are looking at working very deeply on yourself because of this relationship, whether it works out or not. You know what I mean? There's opportunities and choices. There's a lot of, there may be, here's the thing. There may be this feeling of illusion in the relationship. And because you guys aren't talking, that's probably why that's there. But there's also just this deep inner knowing of the other that you just can't shake for both of you. You just can't shake it. And it's because you guys are so deeply connected on a soul level, but also so deeply connected to wanting to heal and wanting the other one to heal and wanting to have this beautiful relationship. It's interesting, isn't it? How like two people can meet and they may not even start a relationship, but this amount of crap can happen. Not even crap, it's the wrong word. This amount of healing and this amount of pain can happen, but it's because you guys have been so connected deeply in the past, and because this is meant to be your journey, that like this is why this has happened. And it may trip you guys out, like, why is this happening from such a relationship that didn't even get off the ground, right? Like, or even really start, or only started for a minute but then just kind of stopped out of nowhere. Like, why is this amount of feeling happening? And it's because you guys made this soul contract before you started. You have past lives together. You guys may be twin flames. I don't know if you believe in that. If you do, it doesn't matter. It's like the reason for it is because of this deep healing and the catalyst that was needed to be born, so that you guys could look at these certain things, so you guys can move forward in your lives, whether you're with this soulmate or not. We all have more than one soulmate, guys. We don't just have one person that's meant to be with us for the rest of our lives, you know? So it's just about continuing and seeing what's going to happen, and having the patience and the love for yourself to keep moving forward and to heal whatever needs to be healed. And the more you heal over here, if you're the courage person, the more it helps this person. And the more you focus on yourself, the more it helps this person. Same with the person over here. The more they focus on themselves and the more healing they do for themselves, the more it helps this person. So, okay, let me get into, trying to see which cards I'm going to use. Okay, let me get into these ones. Last part of the reading. Spirits, or anything else about the soulmate relationship that I need to know or figure out? Okay, well, that's a lot. Which one? Embrace the flow of life, full moon in Gemini. Yeah, this is embracing the way the relationship is moving, the embracing and having deep acceptance of how this is working out and how this is moving in your life. We've got new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. And then we've got first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. This is also about having deep faith that one day you guys will have a conversation. Like, whether or not you work out or not, whether or not this works out, I definitely feel like there's a conversation that's going to happen here. It just might not happen in the timing that you want it to happen. And you know what? That's meant to be like that, so you can learn about how to love yourself in the time between, and how to give yourself what you need without needing this other person. It's definitely deeply connected to giving yourself what you need without this other person giving it to you. Trust all will be well. New moon in Virgo. First quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. This relationship is about deeply stepping into your power and teaching you about your power and teaching you about the flow of life, teaching you about patience and acceptance, teaching about how to move forward in your life even when something you feel like really, really wants to work out doesn't work out. It's about believing that everything is going to happen in the best and highest way for you, and also like just loving yourself no matter what happens, and loving yourself whether you are in this relationship or not, and pushing through any insecurities and pushing through any inner wounds and healing the inner wounds that deeply need to be healed. Woo, this is a big one, guys. I cannot. This was very emotional. This is a hard thing to go through. I want you guys to go check out the Rococo Empress's video. It's in my description box if you haven't seen it already. I think this is all I have for you guys. I'm so deeply with you. Keep moving along, keep trudging along, keep healing, keep loving yourself the best you can. And like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we're doing all about your relationship with your soulmate. You have sorrow, which is 9, fulfillment, full moon, the vow, rebirth, inner voice. We have 48, angel of balance, 29, coming to life, wizard of the woods, focus, butterfly, spirit, transformation, 22, intention, 37, third chakra, archangel Shamael. So for your guys' soulmate relationship, there is a deep love and a deep promise that I feel like you guys it's like the intention of a promise. I feel like you guys are people that it's almost like you guys have a relationship that is not built on regular societal constructs. You guys have a relationship that is completely compassionate and completely fulfilling, and it's meant to bring about transformation and meant to help encourage you into your power. Both of you have a relationship together that encourages the other to step into their power. I feel like for both of you, you've had relationships in the past that deeply don't help you stand in your power. And there's two different people here. I'm looking at the sorrow person with fulfillment card, and I'm looking at the inner voice and rebirth card. So there's one of you in the relationship that has a lot of sorrow. I think both of you have past trauma, but there's one of you that is more sad and has this deep sadness that is born from deep trauma. And both of you have this thing where it's been hard for you to go after what you want in life because you haven't had the support of another that has been deeply encouraging you to step into your power and step into your gur. Like your gur is like even your anger. Like this relationship is born out of loving the other so much that they can go after what they want in life, and they're not afraid to go after what they want. And you deeply help the other know when you are wronged. Like sometimes when we're wronged, we can think, oh, like I did this, so that's why I deserve it, or I did this and that's why this happened. And this person, whoever this person is to you, your soulmate, is going to say, no, you didn't deserve that. That person shouldn't have treated you like that. All that fear and all that confusion and insecurity, like I get why you feel like that. I validate why you feel like that, but that's not okay. This person shouldn't have done that to you. And both of you are this deep support system for the other in going after what you want and loving each other. And you guys bring about this inner focus of the other. It's almost like both of you are more focused in your lives because of the other. And you guys are separate, but together. It's like you guys are both learning about inner fulfillment on your own, and the other encourages you to be fulfilled. And you're not like, it's not like one of you is lacking and the other one like fills that lack. Like both of you are figuring out how to be fulfilled and full in yourselves. And because of that and that healing that you guys are both doing separately, you guys can come together and encourage and support and validate and comfort the other to go after what they want. There's this deep intention of love between the two of you. There's this deep intention of a promise, of a vow to be there for the other one no matter what happens, no matter what mistakes you make, no matter what relationships happen, no matter what happens. You guys are deeply, deeply there for each other, and you have this love for each other that transcends time and transcends societal constructs. So like, some of you could be in relationship with other people, but very deeply friends and like there for each other. Some of you could be in a relationship, but you're not like expecting the other to do something for you based on societal expectations, right? There's this deep, like no constructs in the relationship. You guys may have, like, I'm not talking about rules, but you guys may have your own constructs that you've built together for the other in a way that's beautiful and healing for each of you separately. This person over here, this sorrow person, this person over here deeply supports and loves this person with their sorrow. And it almost is like I can see this person breathing life into this fulfillment person and breathing life into the validation of their fears, their sadnesses, where they felt hurt. Like it's almost like this person helps this person allow their feelings. This person helps this person love themselves through the feelings that they're having, and encourages them to have their feelings and to love them and create space. These people create space for each other so that they can have the space they need to feel their feelings and transmute energy and have the energy and motion move out, because they can seriously sit with the other person and validate their feelings and love them no matter what's happening and no matter what they're going through. There's just this deep acceptance and non-judgment and support that these two give each other. And this person over here, this person encourages this person over here, the rebirth person, to rebirth, to heal, to listen to their inner voice, to go through this transformation and helps this person transform. I feel like this sorrow person's done a lot of transformational healing, and this person's done some transformational healing, but this person's done more transformational healing. So this person helps this rebirth person go deeper into healing, look at the healing that they need to do deeper, and also supports and helps them recognize when they're going through a response, a trauma response or disassociation. This person helps this person recognize their responses, their triggers, what is happening, what they don't deserve, what they do deserve. This person deeply helps this person find their inner voice and trust themselves above all else and go after what they want in life above all else. You both do that for each other. I just feel like this person is going through a deep transformation, and this person helps support that deep transformation because they've done that deep transformation in the past. And so it's like both of you are helping each other in different ways, but you're both loving and supporting each other on this journey of life without societal expectations. And this person over here, the sorrow person, is learning about balance, and this person helps this person learn about balance. And this person over here helps the rebirth person look at their intentions and also step into their power. There's this solar plexus chakra, and I love that we have the yellow right here. It's like connected. This promise of love, this promise of support is helping this person stand in their power. It's helping this person help their solar plexus chakra come alive. It's helping this person go after the things that they want in life, go after the relationships they want in life, what they're willing to accept, what they're not willing to accept. And this person also does that for this person. It's very equal. The relationship is very equal. It's very kind. It's very supportive. It brings about great healing through love. It's like not through pain. Some relationships, like my first pile, is about through the pain of not being together, they are helping each other heal on their own, with their own journeys. This is different. This is about two people being on their own, but coming together to help support and encourage and love the other, to get through life together, to face challenges separately, but talking about it and helping the other move through that energy and move through that situation in a really beautiful way. And this relationship is very whole and very copacetic and very harmonious and very balanced. And it's about just being there for the other, supporting the other, loving them through no matter what they do, no matter what mistakes they make. There's just a serious promise of love, a serious promise of support, a serious promise of validation. And these two will drop anything to be there for the other. It's almost like, I don't care what's going on. I will be there for you no matter what. I will, if other people tell me not to have this relationship, they're not even going to be like involved. Like, I will not listen to anyone else because I know what this relationship is. Other people may be judging the relationship on what it is. And it's like, both of you are like, you don't get it. You've never had this type of relationship at all ever. This is a very healthy relationship. Very healthy, very loving, very supportive, and other people might not get it because they've never had a relationship like that. They can't imagine a relationship that could be like this, but that's because you two are very rare souls that have come together and are loving each other in a very rare way, and it's a very beautiful relationship, emotionally mature, secure, loving, warm, kind, loyal. There's also a spiritual aspect of this as well. Both of you may challenge each other and also help each other like own their own spiritual gifts, own their own intuition. There's this deep understanding of how their intuition is usually right and how to trust the visions and their downloads and the intuitions that they're getting, and also to value themselves. And if someone's not treating the other right, they're like, that person is not okay, or not okay, but that person doesn't deserve to be in your life. You deserve to have people in your life that are loving and kind and supportive, and they're teaching each other what that is, right? It's like through this relationship and teaching each other what love and support and validation is, they're learning about what that is instead of what it isn't, right? And they're like, this is what I want. This is how I want to feel. This is what love is. Love is not born out of pain and ego and wants and I need you to do this for me so that I can be loved and expectations. This relationship is completely unconditional. It's completely it's very connected to idealism and dreaming, and it's also connected to trust and your inner child. These two bring out silliness and inner child play, which is really beautiful because there's no judgment, right? There is no judgment at all between these two people, and it is just honorable. Honorable is the word that I'm coming to. This relationship is about honor and honoring the other and helping the other honor themselves. That's what it is about. Okay, Spirit, what else do I need to know about this relationship for pile 2? We've got Two of Wands, King of Swords. So this is about looking at the choices. These people help each other choose themselves when they're looking at two options. And this relationship brings about truth. King of Swords is about discernment. It's about truth. It's about great intellect. You two might be very good at like having deep intellectual conversations, but I mostly feel like this is about the truth. You help the other see the truth of a situation and what you deserve, and it helps you communicate what you need in other relationships and in your life. It helps you go after what you want in your life more because of this beautiful truth that you guys are bringing out in each other by helping the other trust their own intuition, their own truths, your own value, your own worth. Anything else, Spirit? Whoop. We've got Three of Wands. This is about expansion. This is about expansion and about seeing, about going after, this is about expanding your own viewpoint, expanding your own view of what relationships is, expanding your own values and what you feel like you deserve. There's like a looking to the future. It's almost like you two are looking to the future and feel more comfortable in looking to the future because of the other. But not only that, feel comfortable in going after what you want in your daily life because the other one is there for you, encouraging you to do so. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh, there we go. We've got the Hanged Man. This is beautiful, guys. You guys bring about a higher perspective and also help the other surrender to what is, and also help the other surrender to what they deserve, right? You guys both have not maybe felt comfortable in going after what you want or what you deserve because you didn't feel like you deserved it. And through this relationship, there is this encouragement and love and like seeing the other as they are, but in their most divine, beautiful, special way. And since you guys can see the other, it's like a mirror. You guys are mirroring this beautiful love back at the other. You're mirroring this value back at the other, and you're seeing yourselves clearly through the other's eyes. And that's what this higher perspective Hangman is about. It's really beautiful, you guys. It's just gorgeous. Okay, Spirit, can I get some final cards for this? We've got Go Deeper. Yeah, New Moon and Scorpio. You guys help each other go deeper into healing, go deeper in what you want, go deeper in your love for yourself, go deeper in your life. This is about also in championing the other to heal and helping the other look at things that you may have not got on your own through healing, you know? Okay, so we've got a couple more. Speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Gemini. This is like what I was talking about, going after what you want, speaking your world into being. Through speaking to the other about what you want, it gives you the courage and the determination and the confidence to go after what you want and to actually implement it into the 3D world. We've got assess a situation. This is helping you, like you guys are helping each other see clearly the relationships that are working for you and assess situations when you go into it. These people are like, trust yourself. If you feel like you're feeling something from someone that you don't like, but you don't have any evidence to the contrary, trust your intuition. Like this is like about discernment as well. Like you guys help discern what's going on in the moment or in the situation in a new way because you're helping each other through that. Keep your heart open. This is also about keeping your heart open. You guys help each other keep your hearts open. You help open each other's hearts. You connect on a very heart chakra level. I want one more, Spirit. Okay, we got two more. Breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio. This is also about you guys helping each other through stressful situations. We also have first quarter moon in Taurus, release control, which is also about that letting go of the perspectives that haven't served you, and also releasing control in what's going to happen next. Because you have the other, you're having this ability to surrender and release control about what's supposed to happen to make you happy, and learning about how to listen and have patience and acceptance in everything that's happening because you have this beautiful support of the other. Woo! Okay, guys. So if you haven't viewed the Rococo Empress's video on how you meet your soulmate, what that's like, go view her video. It's in my description box. I hope you guys like this reading about your soulmate, and like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at all about your relationship with your soulmate. Your cards are Playfulness, the Visionary, Aquarius, the Flame, Rest, Conditioning, 31 Door to Value, 32 Magic Prayer, Foggy Bog, Patience, 18, Willow Spirit, Flexibility, 48, 50 Compass, 19 Rest and Rejuvenation. So I feel like this soulmate relationship is really powerful, intense, flame. I mean, like, you guys have a serious passion and an intense sensual want for each other, but you also have this feeling like you can't let the other one go. And I feel like you both are learning in a different way about what this relationship is meant to serve, how this relationship is meant to serve you. We have, so for this person over here, we have the visionary, and we have patience and door to value. So this person, I feel like some of you are in separation from this person. You don't have to be, but this relationship is deeply teaching you something about yourself. So that for the visionary, this relationship is deeply teaching them about patience, about their value, and about how to follow their life in the way that they want. I really feel like you guys are in separation, most of you. If you guys aren't in separation, then this relationship is just teaching you really deep healing about how to be patient with the other person while they heal. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're in separation from this person, or you could go into separation with this person if you haven't started this relationship. I feel like through this separation, there's things that you're meaning to learn, and or some of you could be in a relationship and this person's having to learn their flexibility about the conditioning that they've had and about how to rest. We have 2 rest cards. I think this relationship exhausts this person. I think this relationship exhausts both of you, to be honest with you. So this person over here is learning patience and about how to follow their own path and about how to learn about patience. This is why I feel like you guys are in separation. I feel like this person's learning about their own patience, of how to because I feel like this person over here is not wanting the relationship at this moment because they're feeling like they have to look at themselves, and they're also feeling this need to rest because of how exhausting this may feel, as in this person needs to look at themselves and also is learning about the deep conditioning that has affected them in going after this relationship. But this relationship is a compass. This flame is a compass to where they need to go and heal. And for this person over here, since this person is feeling like this person isn't meeting them where they are, and or not talking to them, and or in separation, this person is learning patience and how to love themselves no matter what this relationship means, no matter how this person over here is showing up. It doesn't really matter how this person's showing up. This person's learning about how to follow the vision of their own life, figuring out how much value they have, and also maybe more spiritual stuff, with magic prayer, how to find fun and love in themselves when this other person may not be giving them what they feel like they deserve, and having the patience to love themselves through the separation if they're in separation, or having the patience to work through the relationship and how it's working out in their life. This person over here is really learning about flexibility, about learning about how they aren't maybe giving what they want to give in the relationship because of the conditioning that's been bestowed upon them through their life. And I'm feeling like this person over here is looking at that conditioning and looking at how they haven't maybe been living the most fulfilling life, or having the relationships that are the most fulfilling relationships because of this deep conditioning of I'm not good enough. It could be I'm not good enough. It could be my parents don't like this type of relationship, or my parents taught me that this relationship doesn't exist. I feel like there's this deep fear and lack of trust in what this relationship actually is for this person over here. I feel like this person over here is feeling led to this person and feeling led to follow where this person's going and wants to follow where this person's going, but their deep conditioning of their ego and the deep conditioning of their painful childhood trauma or ex relationships is causing them this feeling of being stuck. I feel like you guys are like, this person's over here and this person's over here, and you're deeply wanting to connect to each other, but there is this need for this person over here this person over here to heal. Pile 1 is really like this. I feel like pile 1 was different in some way. I don't know exactly what the difference is. I'm trying to figure that out. But if you feel called to go to pile 1, go to pile 1, because there is very amazing messages in pile 1 about this kind of relationship. the reason I feel like it's different is because I feel like pile 1 is way more separated. With this pile, I feel like you guys are deeply connected on an energetic level if you're not together. And some of you may be together, and that's why I'm getting this feeling of like not knowing if you're in separation or not, because I feel like some of you are and I feel like some of you aren't. If you haven't met this person yet, then this relationship is meant to help you deeply heal because of this intensity of this want for the other. It's a catalyst to healing. There's this catalyst to healing that's happening. This person's learning about how to be more flexible in their life, how to be more flexible in looking at their healing, how to be more flexible in understanding about what their ego's doing as opposed to what their higher self and their soul is doing and their heart wants. I feel like this person over here is really learning deeply about what their heart really wants and how to actually go after what their heart wants instead of like ignoring it and running from it because they're afraid. This person's going through a major breakthrough, I think, of learning about what this relationship actually is meaning to teach them, not what they thought in the beginning of what this relationship was trying to teach them. I think that there was a lot of projections placed upon this person over here and what this relationship actually was. I think this person thought this relationship maybe was a lustful relationship or a relationship that was born out of lust or a relationship that was confusing to them in a way, and they may have thought that this person over here was like a temptress is what I'm hearing, or like a temptation of like something that wasn't, maybe it looked really great but it wasn't deep down. This person has his deep fears about what this relationship was, and I think this person is all of a sudden went through a major breakthrough of realizing what this relationship actually means and what it actually is, and they're recognizing that this is actually a compass to help them heal, a compass to help them get out of this deep conditioning, and a compass to help them learn about how to move inward into their heart and move inward into their intuition, and to be more flexible in seeing how this relationship is affecting this person. I feel like this person hasn't been really thinking about how this relationship is affecting this person, or may only be thinking about it through a certain lens, right? And I think this person's now recognizing how this relationship is affecting this person over here, and how their own selfish egoist stuff has maybe been blocking them from this relationship. And there's a lot of learning going on over here. And if you're this person over here, I just want to deeply commend you for being able to see this for the first time, and also deeply commend you for being able to look at this conditioning. Even thinking about this is probably extremely hard. There's a deep fear here born out of a childhood wound or an ex wound, or both, that has been keeping you from seeing things clearly, and you are now seeing things clearly and now recognizing what's going on. And I think it's because you went through a karmic relationship just recently that may have helped you see something for the first time, or help you realize what you really want in some way because of what you didn't get or what this person was presenting to you. There's this deep trust that's starting to be built in this lion person over here. A deep trust of like what they actually want and how to go after that and what they're feeling. Yeah, sorry guys, it took me a minute to get here in the beginning because I think there's a lot of confusion happening in this relationship. There's a lot of projections, there's a lot of illusions, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of healing that is being born out of this beautiful flame catalyst. It's almost like a breakthrough of like like you guys are both having this flame catalyst catapult you into healing almost. This person over here, let me get to this person over here. This person over here is learning deep patience for where this person over here is. This person over here is learning about how to love themselves, this door to value. I think through the lack of the relationship over here, this person over here is learning what their value is, learning how to take one step at a time, learning about maybe the deep healing they need to do that's connected to this feeling of not being connected to this person in the 3D, learning about the spirituality part of how they are connected in the 5D, and how this person actually doesn't need this person to fill themselves. This is about deep fulfillment and deep heart space fulfillment. This person's learning about how to go after what they want, even if that means leaving this person behind. They don't want to, they don't feel like they should, but they are also recognizing that their value is worth so much, and they deserve somebody that can meet them where they're at. And if this person can't do that, then they can continue on their life. And if this person's meant to come back, then they will. And if they're not, they're not, right? It's like whatever happens, happens. And that's born out of the healing that this person's doing to look at themselves and look at why this relationship was calling to them so much, and why they were deeply not valuing themselves by waiting for this person, or by wanting something from this person that they couldn't give them at the time. This person has given themselves what they need because this person wasn't giving them what they needed, they have had to give themselves what they need, which is love and fulfillment and compassion and healing and patience. This person is learning a deep patience lesson through this relationship. Patience and, you know, maybe not getting what they want right now, and learning about how to heal why they feel so deeply impatient for this person, why this person is making them feel like they need them. This person's like, no, I don't need them in my life. I'm going to give myself what I need. I'm going to focus on my vision of my future. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to be patient in my life with all things. It's like this relationship is not just teaching about the patience of this relationship and understanding the unconditional part of this, but also this person's learning about deep patience in their life because of this person and the value of themselves through this other person. I see this person moving in their life with their vision in a new way, in a valued sort of way, because of what this relationship has taught them. And while this relationship has deeply been painful for both of you, there is a huge reason, and the reason is this person's learning about patience and loving themselves no matter what, following their vision, going after what they want, recognizing their value, finding relationships that may be more playful, that may serve them better, and also getting deeply spiritually connected to their intuition and what their intuition is telling them about this relationship. And this person over here is learning about how to heal, how to be more flexible, how to let go of control, how to trust what they're actually seeing in the moment, how to follow their heart and what their heart wants and getting connected to their heart space, and how to rest in a way that's like soul rest instead of ego rest, right? I think this person's looking at their ego and how it's affected them and how it actually isn't fulfilling them. And they're now recognizing that there is deep fulfillment and that they actually deserve to go after deep fulfillment, and learning about their worth through this relationship, and being flexible and learning about how to be more compassionate towards another, and how to see things from a more unconditional, unselfish point of view. And it's just born out of this insane healing journey that you're both meant to go on because of this beautiful flame that's this flame that just won't die, right? It's like you're both like, why can't this just die? Like, I just want to move forward. I just want to be without this person. I just want to be okay without this person. But it's not meant to die because you're both meant to heal through this. You're both meant to look at the different ways that the other one is affecting each other, whether you're together or not, right? Let me see. I'm gonna look at the tarot really quick. I'm seeing if I have time because I have to pause the video and go look at an apartment, and then of course these cards are wonky. Sorry guys. I'm going to pause. I will be back in like 1 second. I'm going to go look at an apartment and hopefully wish me luck right now. And I will see you guys in a second. I'm back. So, okay. So I was sitting with this a little bit more. And I feel like this relationship is meant to bring about deeply subconscious things and wounds that have been happening between both of you in your past. And it's meant to bring those wounds up for healing. It's like this flame is about lighting a fire into the things you need to look at in your own self in this relationship. And this person over here is having to look at the deep subconscious wounds that's causing this deep conditioning because of the feeling of like not being able to move into this relationship the way that they want. And this person's looking at the deeply subconscious wounds that are connected to childhood wounds that of like needing this person in some way that they're not getting, and looking at the deeply subconscious wounds of how to move forward and love themselves and value themselves again, like what I was saying, and give themselves what they need that they feel like they want from this person that they're not getting, and looking at that and giving that to themselves and giving them that love that they so desperately want, and that like they can rely on themselves. This is about both of you deeply relying on yourselves and your inner heart and your inner compass, and being led wherever that leads you, regardless of what happens between you. So I just wanted to say that because it's really deeply subconscious, and I think that it's hard. I think this relationship has been confusing and hard, and both of you have been trying to figure out why this relationship, the flame won't die, and why this relationship is here, and what is it meant to teach you, and what is it meant to help you learn, because that's what it's about. It's about deeply learning things and deeply looking at things that you haven't looked at before, because the other one's there. We have 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups is about opportunities. It's about illusions. It's about having a lot of options. I feel like you guys both separately have a lot of options of romantic options. And this relationship, for some reason, like there's a flame right here. It's almost like both of you have options, right? But you're both being led to look at this flame right here, which is this flame right here. It's like you both have a bunch of options around you, but this flame is lit, and you want to, both of you want to move through this, into this relationship very strongly. Both of you can't ignore the fire that's in front of your face. Both of you can't ignore this flame that just won't go out. And whether you have options or not, there's like this deep recognition of like, this is the relationship. I think this person's deeply beginning to recognize the relationship and what it means to them and what it actually is. And this person's known this whole time, but they're both not being able to let go of this beautiful flame of relationship. And both, whether or not they have options or not, they're both looking to this flame as like the option that they need and want to have in the future. And it's about not getting the flame that they want in the moment to work on themselves, so eventually they can move into this beautiful relationship. And when you're both healed and are able to move into the relationship, the possibilities are endless. The imagination, the healing that will be born from this relationship will both lead you to have an insane relationship after the healing is done, if you choose to have this relationship. And if you don't choose to have this relationship, the healing that's born out of this relationship will bring about better relationships and bring about you knowing your value and worth and knowing what you want and not being afraid to go after it. Because this is about going after what you want, and going after what you want from a heart space, and going after what you want through a healing space. Like from a healed point of view, going after what you want. We have strength. This relationship is teaching you about your own strength, about the deep inner strength that you're gaining from the other, whether you're in relationship or not. The inner strength of shining, the inner strength of loving yourself, and this confidence that's being born out of the healing that's being born from this relationship. There's this, you're both recognizing how this relationship is making you stronger as an individual. That's what you're both recognizing. We've got Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is that offer not being made. At least that's what I'm feeling like. This person's recognizing that they want to make an offer, I feel like, and go after an opportunity that they're choosing not to. And this person, since this opportunity, they may have tried to make this opportunity happen and they weren't able to make it happen. And this is that recognition of like, you both want this opportunity of this relationship to work, but for some reason it's not being able to be put out into the 3D yet, into your real world. And there's the reason for that is because you both have inner healing that you need to do. You both have things to look at that you need to look at. And when you guys both look at the things that you need to look at, then the opportunity of the relationship will be presented to you, whatever way that is, and you'll be able to move into what you want. But you have to first do the deep inner healing to be able to go after this relationship. And that's what this is about, doing the deep inner healing and finding your own strength and your own value, and looking at your conditioning and looking at the things that have not been working for you, and calling in the things that you want to work for you, and being unafraid to go after what you want in a whole new way. Okay, we've got Seven of Swords and Page of Cups. There's this feeling of deception. Seven of Swords is about deception. I feel like this is this person over here going after a different relationship, giving a different relationship an offer, but it was born of a ego deception. Like this person may have thought that the other this karmic relationship or this other relationship that they went after would have been what they wanted. But I think that through that relationship not working out, through that relationship not working out, and that offer that was made that didn't work out with this other person, this person's realizing that the deception and envy of their own deception and envy of, not envy, but deception. Their own deception was clouding their judgment in this other relationship, and it may have not worked out. And through that relationship maybe not working out or not moving in the way that it wanted or that they wanted, they're recognizing the deception that has been born out of that, and how it may have been deceiving the way they looked at this person over here and or all relationships, and they're recognizing that it may have been born out of ego. There's something else. I want more off this for some reason. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's conflict that happened. I believe that conflict is from this other relationship. There could have been conflict between you two though as well. Definitely. Anything else, Spirit, that I need to see? The Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so this is, Okay, what I'm getting from this person over here is that they may have had a religious background, and they may have a hard time moving into the spiritual part of this relationship, and they're awakening, and they're maybe coming to realizations of this conditioning of this religious background that they've had, and how that's maybe affecting their view on what this person over here, because I feel like this person over here is very spiritual and very evolved, and maybe doing spiritual practices and maybe working in a spiritual way in some way, and this person can see that, or has been has had conversations with this person over here about it, and there's this deep like uneasiness about what that is for this person over here, like what the spiritual part of this is. And I think that through this relationship, they're becoming spiritually awakened, but I think that there's a deep fear here about what this spiritual stuff is, right? What is this? Like, it's almost like I hear them like, what is this? Like, what is it really about? Is this really about what I think it's about, or is this something else? And I think this is helping them lead them into different beliefs, maybe being more awakened, maybe seeing things differently for the first time. And I think that this compass is not just about their heart, but about leading them into maybe a more spiritual way of living, maybe being more open to different ways that spirituality is working in their lives. They may be seeing things they haven't ever seen before. They may be feeling things they haven't been feeling before. And this flame of the relationship was meant to awaken them to that side of themselves, whatever that is for them, right? And awaken themselves to the conditioning of what that religious background may have done, and how that may have affected them in their life, and how that may have made them more cynical. Because I'm getting this like cynical point of view a little bit when it comes to spirituality, and also fear, right? Because this stuff sometimes can be very scary. Like the spiritual aspect of this can be very scary, and learning about these things can be very scary to some people. And I think this person's just looking at like how in every area of their life there's this conditioning that has affected them, maybe not in a good way, maybe in a negative way. And I think that this flame of a relationship is awakening them to that conditioning, whatever that conditioning is. But I definitely feel like it's connected to religious and spiritual beliefs. And they're beginning to look at challenging tradition and looking at unconventional styles, unconventional relationships, but also looking at the unconventional way that this spirituality moves and how it feels and what it's like, as opposed to their religious background, which is very conventional, traditional stuff. And they may have had parents that have been very traditionally spiritually like religious, like with religious background, and it may have been hard for them to look at this relationship through a way that was non-traditional because of that deep conditioning. I just feel like this person's conditioning, that's what this relationship is teaching them, how to look at the conditioning in every single area: religion, spirituality, love. We've got maybe in just relationships, and it's challenging. This relationship is challenging their belief systems, and that's why it's so triggering, and that might be why it's so scary for this person to even look or want to look at this relationship or move into this relationship in any way, because of the deep unsettling feeling of like, this has been my beliefs this whole time, and maybe I'm starting to realize something different, and that's scary. It's very scary for this person. I think this relationship has been very overwhelming, very intense, very just very confusing, born out of a level of like, this is challenging almost every single thing they've ever believed in, everything that they think about, everything, every relationship they've ever been in, everything. It's challenging them in every single way. And I think that this person over here is recognizing the deep challenge that this person over here is going through. And this person's also learning over here, this Aquarius person over here is learning about how to be compassionate and unconditional towards this process that this person's going through, and learning about how to love themselves while this person's going through this process, and also not waiting on them to finish the process, but also like recognizing that they can't let go of it for some reason. Like they can't let go of it for some reason. There's something here that's meant to happen. I feel like this person having faith that this relationship will work out if it's meant to, but also having faith that this relationship is meant to serve an insane purpose in their lives. And it may not be the purpose that they think it is, right? They may be wanting to be in this relationship, and they're thinking about what this relationship should look like, and it's challenging the constructs of what this person believes a soulmate relationship should be giving them, right? And it's like this person's going through like, okay, what is this relationship meant to teach me? And I really want to be in it in this certain way, and I'm not able to be in it in this certain way. And that's challenging my belief about what a soulmate actually is, what relationships actually are. So it's interesting because these both people are going through like this challenging traditional beliefs, challenging beliefs in general, working on negative beliefs, healing relationship beliefs, healing, like there is so much going on in this relationship. And it's funny because I don't even know if some of you are together, but you're learning. There's so much, I just saw this card. There's so much wisdom. There's so much wisdom being born out of this relationship, like truly wisdom. Deep, deep, deep wisdom is being born from this relationship. And it's teaching you guys both deep wisdom of yourselves, of other people, of relationships, of religion, of spirituality, of fear, of pain. It's like, it's really truly teaching you guys so much, and it's born from this catalyst of this flame that you both can't let go of for some reason. And the reason you're not able to let go of it is because you're meant to learn about this wisdom of yourself, about relationships, about beliefs, about traditions, about conditioning. And it's just, wow. I had to leave to go look at the apartment at least to see if I wanted it. And I was like, why do I have to leave in the middle of the reading? And Spirit's like, there's a reason. And it's because I was meant to like sit for a minute and think about this, because I really needed to go a little bit deeper. And there was something really deep here that I felt like I wasn't getting until I like sat down again and was like, okay, I've thought about it. I got it. There's something deep here. And this is what it is. And it is very deep. You guys have a very deep relationship, whether you're with this person or not. And it's meant to be that way. Okay, I'm going to get some oracle cards to finish up the reading. Spirit, anything else about this relationship that I meant to see, that they're meant to know about? Or pile 3. Whoa. Okay, release control. Oh, both of you have to release control in different ways. Love it. Release control. This person's having to release control in, wow, like in almost every single way. Also release control of their ego and what they think they need versus what they actually want, right? And what they think they want versus what they actually want and what they actually need. And there's just like some deep shit going on for both of you. This person's releasing control of what this relationship means and what they want the relationship to be and how it's not going the way they want it to, and releasing control of controlling what happens next, right? This person's having to let go of like maybe texting this person, maybe pushing this person to be in this relationship, maybe pushing them in any way, releasing control of what it's going to be, how it's going to turn out. This person has to release control of that, and that's what they're releasing. And this person's just releasing like control in general, like just control in every single way of their life. I feel like this person has a deep need for control to make themselves feel safe, like how it goes, how fast it goes, what happens, how they need to move through it, how they don't want to move through it, or whatever. And this person's releasing this control of ego and this control of fear, right? The control of fear. We have assess the situation, first quarter moon in Virgo. This is getting connected to the details of like how this lesson, what this relationship is, and how each of you are going through your own lessons because of the relationship, and assessing the relationship lessons that you're going through and learning. This is about learning those lessons, and you guys are learning those lessons because there's this flame you can't let go of with each other. Okay, we've got, don't beat yourself up for not being able to let this relationship go. You're not meant to, because you're meant to heal. Believe in your good luck. This is about believing that this relationship is going to help you whether or not it works out or not. Opening up to change. This I feel like is for this person mostly, like being open to like having the relationship. This is being open to healing. This is being open to looking at themselves. And this person's being open to the way that this is going to go, and like open to what healing they need to do to be okay whether this relationship works out or not. And this is going into step into your power. Both of you are learning about how to step into your power and value yourselves in a whole new way. And this relationship is teaching you about stepping into your power. Okay, so I want you guys to go check out the, oh my God. I want you guys to go check out, oh my God, the Rococo Empress. I don't know why I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. The Rococo Empress. Go check out her channel. She has a soulmate reading too. I'm doing this collaboration. I think you know, but I'm saying it again. To look at her video about how you're meeting your soulmate, what they look like, what they are like. And I really hope you guys like this reading. This was very deep, and I'm sure this is very triggering. This relationship is triggering in almost every single way, and I'm sure that it's been very difficult for you to move through this, but I just want to commend you for looking at this, thinking about this, learning your lessons. Keep learning your lessons, keep fighting, keep moving forward, and I'm hoping that it works out between you two, because you guys have a deep love for each other and a deep want to look at yourselves because of it. And I don't know what better relationship there is to just like be able to look at yourself and heal separately, even if you have to, and then you're going to be so much better to hopefully be in this relationship, and if not, then be in a better relationship because of the lessons that you're learning through this relationship. And yeah, like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys next time.